The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is TVWAN News. I'm Jasmine Erojak. In this edition, KOA raises concerns over grey listing, railway project proposed for Morobe, and 200 million Kina boost for PNG Chiefs project. As grey listing in PNG remains a pressing issue in the country, member for Sinasina Yongumul, Kerenga Kua, questioned the Prime Minister James Marape in today's Parliament session on the government's plans to address the impact of grey listing in the country.
During today's Parliament session, the member for Sinasina Yongumul, Kerenga Kua, raised significant concerns regarding the government's response to the country's grey listing. He specifically questioned Prime Minister James Marape about the administration's plan to address the implications of this on Papua New Guinea.
Affected by this grey listing. Can the minister now publicly in the newspaper set out every single ground upon which the grey listing happened? Every single ground should be listed, so we all know as a nation what those grounds are. How did we end up there?
Kua further highlights the urgency of the situation as grey listing can affect the nation's financial credibility and international relations.
What is the timetable for each and every one of those actions? By what time is he going to satisfy those international organizations responsible for the grey listing that adequate corrective actions have been taken, enough to eliminate that ground one by one until the last one is eliminated? So what is the timetable for each one of those grounds?
Prime Minister James Marape, when responding, stated that it is not the first time PNG has been put on the FATF grey listing, but has come out of such a situation. He said the government is monitoring and committed to implementing the 17 requirements by FATF. Marape is adamant that PNG can bail itself out of the grey list.
As early as 2018, recognized the need for us to work on this again. So the issuance for PNG's economy and PNG's financial sector to be responsive to FATF requirements came back to us in 2018. And I want to say this placement of us in grey listing in 2026 is consequential on work or no work since 2018. We were faced with the distraction of COVID-19 in 2020, and FATF understood that we were going through the recovery from COVID-19, so we, on the part of FATF and all of us, there was an understanding of a couple of years of extension to the requirements of FATF.
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Prime Minister James Marape also admitted that many government institutions have failed to do their part in implementing the conditions set by the Financial Action Task Force, which resulted in the country being grey listed again. The Prime Minister welcoming the grey listing, he said that the situation will make the government work hard to get PNG out of grey listing.
I want to indicate that many agencies were not compliant. Many agencies never showed up, and like everything else, I take the blame for much of the things that is happening, and rightfully so. it happened under my watch, so the people, including the opposition, has every right to blame the head of government. But I did summon all agencies, having realized in 2024 that there were weak response to the work by the agency responsible in calling all agency for meetings. That body of departments includes earlier chairmanship by Justice and Attorney General, Treasury, Finance, Planning, PM and NEC, Central Bank, Police, and a host of all relevant government agencies that were to contribute work. But in a meeting early last year, it was established that work was slowed.
Leader of Opposition James Nomane has proposed reducing the number of ministers in the cabinet. Nomane raised these concerns this afternoon in Parliament, asking the Prime Minister James Marape to reduce the number of portfolios as many ministers are not performing.
Leader of the opposition, James Nomane, has proposed a reduction in the number of ministers within the cabinet, citing concerns about the performance of several ministers. He urged the Prime Minister to reconsider the current structure, arguing that streamlining the cabinet could lead to more effective governance and accountability.
What are all these other ministers in cabinet doing, Mr. Prime Minister? There's 39 ministers in cabinet. That's 3 rugby teams. They should be kicking tries after tries after tries for the people of Papua New Guinea, yet everybody's asleep. In every response, Deputy Speaker, it's always the Prime Minister coming to defend government policy. It's always the Prime Minister coming to defend government action, inaction. What about all these other ministers? I stand by my call, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that the Prime Minister needs to seriously cull Cabinet, reduce the numbers to about 20 ministers so it is an effective, lean unit that can effectively respond to the people's calls.
In response, Prime Minister James Marape defended his ministers, emphasizing that all departmental heads are required to submit performance reports to their respective ministers by the end of March. This assessment, he indicated, will play a crucial role in determining the future of each minister, with the possibility of retaining or letting go of those who are not meeting expectations. The Prime Minister indicated that changes may come based on the upcoming evaluations.
We have given instruction to look at few of our central government agency structures. A holistic look at the KCH structure is going on right now as we speak. A holistic look at central government, the role of Treasury, role of Finance, role of planning is going on as we speak. And now we've brought in the National Monitoring and Coordinating Authority to look at spend of government, whether they're hitting the bull or they're hitting the side of the dashboard, so to speak, in as far as expectations of delivery is concerned. And so the opposition leaders are assured we're not just sitting passing time. We're asking the same questions amongst ourselves in the confines of cabinet, the confines of government caucus. The government caucus that I lead also put me under the pump all the time. They expect us to deliver, and we are doing our absolute best to look at how we've done the last 4 years, some of the readjustments we want to do in the central agency and the structure of, importantly, the central government agency that carries much of a government weight.
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Morobe Province could potentially host Papua New Guinea's first railway. Prime Minister James Marape made the announcement at the opening of the Zumin Bridge in Makam District on Monday, March the 9th, 2026.
During the opening of the Zumin Bridge in Makam District on Monday, Prime Minister James Marape announced that the first railway in Papua New Guinea will run from Lae to Kayapit in Morobe Province. It is proposed that the railway will run from Lae through the Makam Valley and towards the Highlands region. This decision is based on the fact that the Highlands Highway caters to nearly 80% of PNG's economic activity. The railway is expected to support freight movement along the country's economic lifeline. Prime Minister Marape outlined that this could then lead to the establishment of an inland logistics depot in the Makam area to support the movement of goods between the Highlands and PNG's industrial hub of Lae.
Instead of just long Lae City, pigim cargo ta sol karem kamlo here na yimi distributing along rest of Mamase, Guantam Highlands. So that conversation is running as we speak. So I want to give assurance to the Morobe leadership whilst we work the province, the key enabling infrastructures to support our country will still be run. I want to also apologize to the continuous blackout in Lae and Morobe, and DPM has said, well, the pull down on power to reticulate to local users must happen ASAP. It is a work that must be done in partnership with national government, provincial government, and district administration so that we could get power now to the people who are living under the shade of the power grid that runs.
Prime Minister Marape further drew attention to the importance of the 132 kilovolt Highlands electricity transmission network, which connects Lae through the Highlands provinces and supports economic activity along the same corridor. He acknowledged the O'Neill government for starting the project in 2018, which was overlaid with additional reinforcement by his government in partnership with the Japanese government. Kamala Guare, TV1 News, Lae.
TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
What I'm straight now, you kill him, Romina. You mean to pass Avelsen, setting me up. Ah! Daniela, ina. Police will investigate him here. Mama, be a person killing Bubuma. It's just that you make him not true.
I give and bequeath to my wife Romina Andrada Mondragon 50% of my shares and assets in the company.
No, the company is mine.
Daniela, come down.
You witch! It's even not very You two! Enough! You enough!
Beautiful tip on. Here's Sean Russell and Parramatta with just 12 men open the scoring. The snap and now Canterbury come back with interest. Montoya got on the outside of Brown.
Thanks for staying with us. The National Court on Monday ordered the New Ireland Provincial Assembly clerk and relevant officers of the New Ireland provincial government to immediately take all necessary steps to convene a provincial assembly meeting within 7 days in consultation with Brian Chan as the chairman of the provincial assembly and the provincial governor.
The National Court issued an order on Monday directing the New Ireland Provincial Assembly clerk and officials of the New Ireland Provincial Government to convene a Provincial Assembly meeting within 7 days. The court also ordered that the Provincial Police Commander and police from New Ireland Province are to assist in ensuring that order and normalcy are restored within the Provincial Assembly and the Provincial Governor's offices and residents before or during and after the swearing-in of Baron Chen as the chairman of the Provincial Assembly and Provincial Governor's Office. Furthermore, the National Court also ordered that Walter Snowbelt, Provincial Administrator, and the New Ireland Provincial Government and all their officers, associates, supporters, agents, and servants immediately remove any barricades, chains and locks placed in the New Ireland Provincial Administration offices, including the Provincial Assembly and Governor's Office. Justice Pauline Brie, when handing down the decision, says Baron Chen has demonstrated that he has, in his capacity as provincial member, a right to the office of governor by virtue of Section 17, Part 2 of the OLP-LLG Act. She said the current law favors Chen as the legitimate governor. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
Mary Tradies PNG held their International Women's Day event at the Port Moresby Technical College recently with a focus on the power of women, lifting all women in trades. Women tradies, including fitters and turners, electricians, mechanics, automotive, welders from across Port Moresby, came together to showcase their incredible trade skills. It provided a space to share stories, learn from role models, and connect with other women working in the trades. Trades are a lucrative pathway to employment for women in PNG. With a growing number of women entering into training in the trades, despite this growing interest, challenges such as limited training pathways, workplace barriers, and a lack of structured support systems persist. The Highlands region has welcomed the recent commissioning of the new 132 kilovolt Highlands transmission line, with community awareness key for such a massive power infrastructure.
Teams from Kumul Consolidated Holdings and PNG Power Limited conducted community awareness alongside the commissioning of the new high-voltage transmission network linking Tari, Mendi, Mount Hagen and Yonki, strengthening the country's national electricity grid. Engineers and technical staff from both organizations engaged with communities, landowners and businesses to explain how the 132 kV transmission system works and why it is important for the region's development. Communities were educated on power safety, protection of transmission towers, and the importance of safeguarding critical electricity infrastructure across the Highlands.
We supply as far as Upper Mendi, going towards Jalibu and Kagua, parts of Pangia and Himbongu district. And our supply going as far as Poroma and Nipa. This substation is it's a 132 substation coming from Ramu Hydro and connect to Hela, which is the Heights gas. And the supply going from here, Ramu, and going towards Heights is a very big development for us. We have been without power for so many years, and our communities living beyond Southern Islands, especially going to Tari, Niba and Poroma, going that way. I think it's a very big blessing to us.
The upgraded grid is also expected to support economic growth, public services and small businesses across Hela, Southern Highlands, Western Highlands, Jiwaka, Simbu and Eastern Highlands provinces. KCH, which plays a key role in the project, stressed that community awareness is vital to the project's success, particularly as the transmission line runs across the challenging Highlands terrain. PNG Power staff also emphasized that protecting the infrastructure is essential. PNG Power staff also emphasized that protecting the infrastructure is essential, as damage to towers or power lines could disrupt electricity supply to the thousands of people. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
In this ever-changing digital landscape, the need for media education must be ongoing and updated to reflect current realities. At the Teachers Program under this year's Media Education Seminar Series, Program Facilitator Father Ambrose Pereira highlighted the theme Voices and Faces derived by the Pope's World Communication Day message, preserving human voices and faces in this era of artificial intelligence. Father Ambrose emphasized the need to identify the effects of digital addiction among students and the importance of prioritizing human connections. He highlighted key points including human dignity, the anthropological challenge, ethical AI, and journalism and truth. These sessions equipped the 7 participating teachers with the skills to accompany and guide their students in expressing their creativity and using digital media positively. The member for Huon Gulf and Minister for Community Development, Youth and Religion, Jason Peter, has distributed musical instruments to churches in the district, with one of the first sets delivered to inmates in Buimo Correctional Service. The Buimo donation was handed over to the CIS Combined Church to promote faith-based work.
After receiving the musical instruments, inmates at Buimo Correctional Institute described the support as an answered prayer. They said that worship and music ministries inside the facility help restore their spirits, strengthen their faith, renew their hope, and allow them to honor God. Its instrument set includes a drum kit, acoustic electric guitar, lead and bass guitar, microphones, electronic keyboard, speakers, wireless microphone, and sound mixer. This support was funded under the Huon Gulf District Development Authority, which has procured 10 complete instrument sets. It's valued at 16,000 kina. During the handover ceremony, Minister Peter addressed the inmates, offering a message of encouragement. He asked them to remain steadfast, saying that faith, worship, and fellowship can bring healing and clear direction for a better future.
But Lord, you reach the crazy blow. One more time, it's go by. Setting me free. Long sa pain na kalabos, na pa yung makakulawan long. Country.
Earlier deliveries under the same program were made to the Lutheran Bethel Parish in West Taraka and the Four Square Church in Najab. Representatives from these congregations thanked Peter and the Huon Gulf District Development Authority, acknowledging the positive impact and both spiritual growth and community development. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2323 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2248 US, 0.3143 Australian dollars, 0.1853 euro, and 35.22 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed higher, except crude oil closed lower and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Rugby League is a powerful force that unites Papua New Guinea and develops our youth. Through partnerships with the PNG LNG Kumals, Grassroots Rugby League and Justin Olam, we aim to instill skills to last a lifetime.
I'm community blue. When it's on you walk him, I'm come up community. You must all community.
When we invest in people, we invest in tomorrow's possibilities.
Start your day by doing the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate. Wake up. Brush your teeth. And smile. Smile throughout your day with Colgate.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV ariap, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
What I'm straight now, you killing me, Romina. You mean to pass setting me up. Ah! Daniel Laina, police work investigating me. Mama, be a tassel killing Bubuma. It's not that you making me not true.
I give and bequeath to my wife Romina and brother Mondragon 50% of my shares and assets in the company.
No, the company is mine.
Daniela, calm down.
You witch! It's even nothing You two! Enough! You enough!
I'm a sister, a friend, a daughter, a wife. I'm one in every woman. To these men, I play different roles, and they mean the world. I'm Ivana Alawi, and I play Cherry Red, woman of the house, ready to take her seat at the table.
Thanks for staying with us. In many rural schools across Papua New Guinea, teachers' accommodation remains one of the biggest challenges affecting education. At Alain de Boimenu Junior High School in Wama Central Province, that challenge is now being addressed through the opening of 2 newly built teachers' houses. The opening of 2 new teachers' houses at Alain de Boimenu Junior High School in Wama Kariku District is an initiative by the Central Provincial Government which aims to improve living conditions for teachers serving in rural and remote schools. For teachers serving the remote Wama community, the houses provide something long overdue: safe and comfortable accommodation close to the school. School Principal Henry Aupu says the development is a milestone for the school and the surrounding communities.
Today is a clear demonstration of Central Provincial Government's commitment to the implementation of the 166 reform policy. By building the infrastructure that is required to contribute to strengthening the systems that underpin quality education, and by improving access, equity, and learning outcomes across our schools.
Alain de Boimenu Junior High School serves students from a wide catchment area. Children travel from surrounding villages, including the remote North Mekeo local level government area, parts of Kuni LLG, and Vei Maori to access education at the school.
Something first of its kind here. People have been very happy about it. There are parents coming in now to witness the occasion. So thank you so much about these houses.
The steel structures for the teachers' houses were supplied by Rhodes PNG and Atlas Steel PNG and were installed by a contractor in just 1 month. A ceremony was also held for 2 new dormitories, one for boys and one for girls, to accommodate 80 students each. The dormitory project has been captured under the Central Provincial Government 2026 education budget. Once completed, the dormitories will provide accommodation for students traveling long distances from remote communities, making it easier for them to continue their education at Alain Deboemenu Junior High School in Wama. The new teachers' houses and dormitories signal growing investment in education, which ensures that rural schools remain strong foundations for the next generation. Turning abroad, the crisis in the Middle East is expected to impact more than oil and gas prices, as the Persian Gulf closures ripple effects raise food and global shipping costs. Meanwhile, the continued surge in oil prices has weighed heavily on markets in Japan and South Korea.
Over the weekend, investors went from worrying to panicking. And when the market opened this morning, they were selling for whatever they could get and then kept panicking as the morning wore on. At lunchtime, beachcombers moved in looking for jewels in the Jetsam and prices rose a bit. And in the end, the market fell a bit less than 3%, with miners and banks hardest hit, led by BHP, which definitely wouldn't have fallen as much if it hadn't got rid of its petroleum division. Petroleum stocks, Woodside and Santos, were the only ones to go up. What investors are freaking out about is the possibility of stagflation, which is a combination of recession and high inflation, which is what happens when inflation is caused by a supply shock, as in the 1970s. In those years, in real terms, that is after inflation, the share market fell 74% and the bear market lasted for 4 years. Stagflation is toxic for share prices because not only do company profits fall with the economy, but long-term interest rates go up as well, reducing the valuation of those profits. A double whammy for prices. It's not just the oil price that's going up this time, but also jet fuel, which will push up airfares, the price of LNG and, importantly, the cost of shipping it, up more than 500%. Urea, which will push up the price of fertiliser and therefore food, and naphtha, which will push up the price of plastics. To say that the closure of the Persian Gulf is a big deal for the global economy and markets is an understatement, especially for Japan and Korea, where share prices fell the most today. The US market fell on Friday mainly because jobs fell 92,000 in February, reversing the big rise in January. The US economy has created no extra jobs for 12 months, but economists don't know whether that's because of Donald Trump or AI, or both. Here's a roundup of the commodity prices, and you know things are bad when even the safe havens, gold and silver, are unsafe. And food prices are starting to move. Wheat and cocoa up more than 5%, sugar 2.8%. Finally, tonight's anticlimax. The Aussie dollar is unchanged at 70 US cents. And that's finance.
Brass plugs have been stolen from the grave sites of at least 2 cemeteries in regional South Australia. Family members of those whose graves were vandalized say they are now reliving their grief.
Rosalind Roki had her worst fears confirmed this morning, discovering her uncle's commemorative plaque had been stolen from the Wilmington Cemetery.
It's really, really hurtful, and I also feel sorry for all the other families.
It's the second site that's seen brass plaques stolen in SA's north.
It's really disappointing. These people had their identity stolen as well. So it really is a very sad day for those people.
Here at Wilmington Cemetery, 14 brass plaques have been stolen from grave sites. It comes after 84 was stolen at the Corn Cemetery about 40 kilometres away.
We're just really concerned that this might not be the only two, so we're going to make sure our other neighbours and councils have got their heads up and are aware that this may have happened.
Police are investigating the thefts, with brass often targeted for its scrap value.
Our replacement costs about $40,000 plus, so that's a huge amount of money.
The Premier, Peter Malinauskas, says the government will help cover the costs of replacing the plaques. For families affected, they hope those responsible are found.
Because it's more than disappointment. It creates a lot of anger and also reduces your faith in other people who live in and around your community.
This is TV1 News. What is next? Stay with us.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
Want your brand to be in front of PNG's biggest audience? Trend Media can make that possible with Digicel TV, the home of Rugby League. With prime-time exposure, 100% coverage to all parts of PNG, your brand doesn't just get seen, it gets remembered. Be part of the #1 TV and mobile network as your business makes the biggest impact. It doesn't stop there. PNG's #1 news site, TV1 News, keeps you on track with daily sports updates. Book your sport now. Call 7222-0210 or email trendmediapng@digitalpacific.com. Trend Media, your 360 advertising and digital partner.
Outsmart the Black Ops back then. But I'm sure they've all prepared for us now.
Because the next time I cross paths with Mante and Dalisay, I will make sure to kill them both.
Because in this life, you need to kill to survive.
But now that I know, it was Albert who killed Aliana.
A tooth for a tooth.
We will go after him next.
Where on earth is Dalisay?
You got scammed? Where did you get the money to pay them?
We mortgaged the house.
That's why it's so important for me to pass the board exam. So if you're looking for a girlfriend, well, I'm sorry. That's not me.
You already took our TV, come on!
What you're doing here is illegal.
If you wanted to take the legal route, well then, you should have borrowed from the bank.
You don't need to solve all your problems alone.
I'm just not used to having someone around who's willing to help me.
Well, then get used to it. Because I'm here.
Thanks for staying with us. The Constantino Group, a leading hotelier in PNG, are proud to invest in Rugby League in PNG and will build a world-class accommodation, the PNG Chiefs Player Village, at a cost of 200 million kina. The Chiefs Player Village is in preparation for Papua New Guinea's entry into the NRL competition in 2028. This was announced at the groundbreaking ceremony this morning.
The Constantino Group will build the PNG Chiefs Player Village at the cost of 200 million kina within its Airways precinct in Port Moresby. The development of PNG Chiefs Player Village is expected to be a key component in supporting the club's aspirations for its historic entry into the NRL in 2028. CEO of PNG Chiefs, Lorna McPherson, said the Constantino Group has been in Papua New Guinea since the 1950s and is a leading hotelier in Port Moresby. They will do a world-standard village for the PNG Chiefs.
The PNG Chiefs today are really honoured to announce that Airways, in partnership with the Constantino Group, has been chosen as the official village for our players, their families and of course our key staff. And for us, you know, to see a company that roots are actually in the city and their legacy is woven into the growth of Papua New Guinea, it's fantastic to see that we are partnering with them today.
The CEO of PNG Chiefs further said that the PNG NRL franchise is aiming to build a village that will be comfortable for the players and their families, so that they give their best for the Chiefs and enjoy their time in Papua New Guinea.
The village will offer safe, secure and family-centred accommodation. Of course, it's located close to the airport as well, and it also builds around the values that matter most outside of football, which is community, stability and belonging, and we want our team to feel that.
George Constantino of the Constantino Group is proud to build the facility to world standards. He ensured that village would be ready by November 2027 before the team enters the competition in 2028.
It will comprise of 80 internationally designed units of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments built to international standards. Of the 80 units, 67 will be used by the PNG Chief players, management and families. I'm particularly delighted that the PNG Chiefs have decided to make Airways Hotel and Residences their long-term home in Papua New Guinea.
Constantino expressed appreciation for the opportunity to deliver the project. He said the Constantino are grateful to have been given the privilege to build the village for the Chiefs players and are ready to welcome them into their new home at the Airways residence. Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
The annual Boroko Motors Isuzu Men's and Women's Cricket T20 Smash is set to expose more local cricket talent when aspiring players go head-to-head with members of the PNG Barramundis and PNG Lowers. The national players will be divided across the 4 teams, comprising players from the local associations. The tournament is set for March the 19th to the 29th at Amini Cricket Park, Port Moresby.
Cricket PNG High Performance Manager and Barramundis head coach Tim McCaskill said the main objective of the T20 Smash is to give emerging male and female cricketers extra opportunities to showcase their skills against the country's elite players.
There's 4 teams. The competition will run from the 19th through to the 29th. It's a mixture of men's and women's, so you'll get to see the Barramundis spread across the 4 teams, along with players from POM cricket and also players from outer regions of PNG. For me, it's an opportunity to showcase PNG's cricket talent and a chance for me to be able to see and chat to selectors along with others to plan for the future.
The event also allows selectors and coaching staff to identify prospects as they plan for upcoming events. He added that the younger players have trained hard and is eager to see them take the field against the more senior players.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the young players compete hard. They've trained hard, so looking forward to watching them compete hard, and they'll certainly put pressure on some of the more senior players. And yeah, what we want is competition for spots. We're aiming to get better and better, so that can only happen if we've got great competition from within the squad, but also within the greater cricket community.
On selection processes, McCaskill explained that performances in domestic competitions are the primary basis for selection.
POM cricket, we've been looking at players from outside the squad that have performed really well, and they'll get their opportunity to play. The contracted players have been spread across the 4 teams, so we've made sure we've left, quality openings for players with bat, ball, both pace, spin across all teams. So it's not closed, it's all very open, and we're looking forward to seeing strong performances from everyone.
McCaskill said the organisers expect to finalise the squad after the T20 Smash as they look ahead to the tournament in Japan in May. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The PNG Under-19 women's team, the Highlands, is ramping up its preparations ahead of the East Asia Pacific qualifier from April the 8th to the 13th in Port Moresby. Under the watchful eyes of rookie coach Jason Killer, the squad of 22 has been working hard over the past month. mainly on strength and conditioning, skill, speed, and batting and fielding techniques.
With approximately 3.5 weeks left before the PNG hosts the East Asia Pacific ICC Under-19 qualifier in April, the PNG Under-19 Ciales are well on target with their lead-up training program before they trim down the squad to 16. Coach Jason Killer, under the guidance of Baramandi's head coach and high-performance manager Tim McCaskill, has been pleased with the attitude towards training and how the girls have responded, their commitment, and the level of discipline shown.
The Ciales training has been good. I've been seeing there's more improvement in our batting and in our bowling. And our fitness has been very good as well. So we just concentrate on doing things that we're trying to control. And
Killer expressed satisfaction with the level of fitness and improvements in batting and bowling. He further stressed the importance of sticking to the process and staying focused, making sure they are doing the right things. This has also built great confidence in the group.
When we started, the girls were more swinging and those things. We have to guide them through like play straights and those things from the batting and from the fielding. We try to tell them to stay low and watch the ball and catch the ball. Just trying to help them in the basic way of cricket that we played and we normally do, to help them in the fitness. We are doing more running because some girls are a bit not strong enough to take that ownership, so we're trying to help them as well.
Coach Killer said there's good spirit in camp, adding the team is confident and looking forward to what the other Pacific Islands will bring to the table come April. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Round 2 of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 Oceania qualifiers had 8 OFC member associations take the next step on the journey to the global finals in Brazil next year. In the contest, 4 nations, PNG, Fiji, New Zealand and American Samoa, and have booked their place in round 3 in April, whilst the Solomon Islands, Samoa, New Caledonia and Vanuatu all had their qualifying dreams dashed.
For the Fiji Coolers, brings it in towards DLOI. DLOI gets it in.
As eyes stand towards the next stage, round 2 delivered the qualifying process. The 8 countries in the contest, which concluded over the weekend in Fiji. Of the 8, 4 nations have qualified for round 3. As expected, New Zealand were the dominant force in Group A, appearing in the second round of the qualification process for the first time. American Samoa were equally impressive too, earning a spot in round 3. In Group B, Fiji and PNG guaranteed their progressions to round 3 with a match to spare in Group B. Playing in front of their home fans, Fiji beat New Caledonia 5-0 and Vanuatu 1-0, whilst Papua New Guinea beat Vanuatu 5-0 and New Caledonia 4-0. Papua New Guinea claimed top spot with a 1-0 victory over Fiji on the final match day. The 4 qualified nations now head to New Zealand in April for round 3 of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 Oceania qualifiers, where the winner will qualify for the finals in Brazil next year, whilst the runner-up will advance to the Intercontinental Playoff stage. Papua New Guinea will play American Samoa in the first semi-final, and New Zealand will host Fiji in the second, both in Hamilton on April 12, with the 2 winners to meet in the final in Auckland on April 15. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN Sports.
The Madang Softball Association wrapped up its 2025-2026 season with an exciting finale at Yabong Field over the weekend. Rovers Softball Club defeated Yamilon Softball Club 6-4 in a thrilling and competitive women's finals match. Yamilon showed strong battling late in the game, but Rovers maintained consistency throughout the match to secure 2 crucial runs to stay ahead until the final whistle. Rovers captain Josephine Moke praised both teams for the efforts and sheer determination throughout the match. In the men's division finals between Niners and Rovers, both were locked at 9-all 3-all at the bottom of the 6th inning. However, Niners came back strong in their final batting and secured the winning run for a 4-3 victory over Rovers. The Bomana Wild Ducks Rugby League Club has received new playing uniforms and workout shirts at a cost of over 6,000 kina to compete in the 2026 JT9s competition in Mosby South. The support comes timely from PNG Premium Food under its Community Support Initiative to promote positive youth development. The PNG Premium Food support for the Bomana Wild Ducks will help the club compete in the 2026 JT9s tournament in Mosby South in the National Capital District. Bomana Ducks head coach Humphrey Bagada thanked the company, which he says comes at a crucial time as the team advances into the finals of the 9s tournament.
Thank you, Lord. Above that, on top of that, this afternoon, we talk thank you, Lord, PPF Biscuit Company, Lord, come on board, Lord, supporting Team Wild Ducks. We talk thank you, Lord, Islam. Lord, Islam Lily boosting every game long. We talk thank you, and by moral boosting, Lord, players, Lord, I believe they will make it to the grand final. After that, we talk thank you.
The 6,000 kina plus investment in jerseys and training gear is expected to encourage more young people in the Bomana area to take part in rugby league. The Ducks have a strong track record of developing players who progress to higher levels, including Jaran Pitten, who played for Lay Snacks Tigers before joining the PNG Hunters training squad, and others, including Elizabeth Kappa, who was recently named in the PNG Orchids squad.
As for me, been go training squad PNG Orchids.
As for me, as a player, I have learned a lot through rugby league. Most importantly, the club and the management. They have supported us as young individuals to come up and play and be confident to qualify in some of the big games that we are not exposed to.
After completing round 3 of the JT Super 9s, the Wild Ducks female team has secured 3 wins and is on standby for the final playoff this weekend. And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern. Port Moresby mostly fine, partly cloudy. Hopondeta cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau partly cloudy with chances of light showers. Momase, Lay cloudy periods with chances of few rain showers. Medang cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kokoporabal partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe mostly cloudy with some rain showers. And Highlands region, Goroka Banz and Kundiawa, cloudy with few rain showers. Mendi Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with some rain showers. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea, sea slight to moderate with northwesterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea, sea slight to moderate with northeasterly winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea slight with northwest winds of 10 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea slight with northwest to southwest winds of 10 to 15 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daro to Kiwa Island, Karamayul Island, Hood Point to Samar Island. Sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters, rising to 2 meters along strong wind warnings. Waters of Finchafan through Vitia Strait to Sirsi Long Island to Medang. Sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by